wanted to dive into this topic because obviously yoga is extremely popular right now. I wanted to capitalize on all those keywords and stuff are out there, and this video is just total and complete clickbait. Hey guys, it's Tai Chi Guy. Hope you're enjoying my videos. This is my third one in the series, and this one is called Tai Chi versus Yoga. Fight. No fighting. No fighting in Tai Chi, it's not allowed. Okay, anyway, I wanted to dive into this topic because obviously yoga is extremely popular right now. I wanted to capitalize on all those keywords and stuff are out there, and this video is just total and complete clickbait. No, that's not really the case. I do want to talk about it a bit. Where I got the idea from is I was watching a new TV show recently. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Jack Ryan. It's a great show. If you've ever been a fan of Tom Clancy's books like I have, you've been waiting for a series that's been closer to the character than the movies were. Hunt for Red October was probably the closest to the character. When Harrison Ford took it over, he kind of became a really wimpy Jack Ryan. I mean, it's like, yeah, anyway, I won't dive into that too much. But one of the lines out of the show, Jack Ryan suffers from back problems because he was in a huge helicopter crash. His spine had to essentially be reconstructed. And he's been in some fights and stuff, being the secret agent that he is with the CIA. And his girlfriend slash doctor recommends to him, oh, you should really do some yoga. And the minute she said that, I was like, no, you want to do Tai Chi. So in this video, I'm not here to harp on yoga at all. I just want to talk about some of the similarities between yoga and Tai Chi and what the main differences are about Tai Chi and why I find it so beneficial. If you practice yoga, Tai Chi is a great thing to add to your practice to give you some variety and differences. And as long as what you're doing in yoga is safe, I'm totally cool with it. But unfortunately, I've seen a whole ton of poorly taught and unsafe yoga out there. So find a good instructor, check their certifications, make sure they know what they're doing. Don't rely on doing stuff completely online either. Find a teacher that can help you out and do the right thing for you. I'm sure that yoga will be great for you. But let's talk about yoga and Tai Chi a little bit. So first of all, there's really three main similarities that yoga and Tai Chi have with each other. The first one is the meditative aspect. So obviously Tai Chi originated in China. It's not as old as yoga is. There are tons of Taoist principles involved in Tai Chi though that's focused on. The concept of yin and yang is very present in Tai Chi. That's a huge Taoist principle, foundational Taoist principle. So it's been a part of the arts that led up to Tai Chi, the other Nejia martial arts that they're called, or internal martial arts that Tai Chi originated from. Tai Chi itself is really only probably a couple of hundred years old. Yoga, on the other hand, is probably thousands of years old and really originates completely different in Indian culture. So while they both came from these different places, they both have Eastern religions as their foundations, and there's a meditative aspect to both of the practices. Along those same lines as part of it is the breathing part. So breathing is essential to both yoga and Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, we refer to it as diaphragmatic breathing quite a bit, or breathing from Dantian, which is this area in traditional Chinese medicine that is considered where qi, or energy in the body, is stored and recycled. That's cool. If you don't believe in any of that stuff, I don't want you to let it turn you off of Tai Chi. If you don't believe in that, all you can think of it is deep diaphragmatic breathing. That's proven to have health benefits. So that deep breathing allows the organs to drop a bit, the lungs to fully expand, and you focus on taking those deep breaths, and then exhaling is equally as important in this as inhaling is. These are both cornerstones of yoga and Tai Chi. I think huge benefits to the practitioners of both. And the last thing is the similarity between the two is that they're both very much based on slow movements. So this is where one of the differences comes in, but where they are similar is that there aren't these fast or quick movements involved in either one of the practices. The forms are slow and graceful is where most of the influence is. Now there are forms of Tai Chi that can be quicker, slow and fast, like Chen style Tai Chi in particular, which is the oldest style. But for the most part, the movements are slow and graceful. So those are the three main similarities to the two, and I think both practices gain huge benefits from both. Let me talk a little bit about where Tai Chi is different from yoga and why I've kind of gravitated towards Tai Chi. The first one is that the meditative aspects of Tai Chi are definitely accurate, but what we like to describe Tai Chi is meditation in motion. So in yoga, there's a lot of holding poses because they have significance within the beliefs of the system, and they also have body benefits at the same time. In Tai Chi, while we may have different poses, they're quickly moved through. We're continually in motion. You can think of Tai Chi more as like a coordinated dance movement, a little bit. But this continuous movement, I think, is really where the benefits of Tai Chi distinguish themselves from yoga. In a lot of modern medicine right now, in fact, movement has been found to be enormously beneficial. One of the things that happens to people that suffer from chronic conditions is that they stop movement. And Tai Chi introduces movement in a way that keeps people in tune with their body, and it allows them to do that. So a lot of times after surgeries, people almost right away are encouraged to get up out of bed and walk around. This is definitely different than in the days of the past where people were kept in a hospital bed and needed to recover in bed before they did anything. I had a procedure a few years ago, a pretty serious one, and I was up and walking around that day because I wanted to go home, and it's found that that movement prevents embolisms from forming. So movement is hugely beneficial, and it's a huge focus of Tai Chi. The second one is some of the foundational principles between the two that are almost polar opposites of each other. So in yoga, there's a lot of poses that are making your body go in a particular way that I think anybody that's tried yoga can understand are not always comfortable, and in fact, if done the wrong way, can be pretty darn painful. Whereas in Tai Chi, all of our movements are really focused on staying within our limits. And I think a lot of that comes from Tai Chi's basis as a martial art. So in most of the martial arts, there's a lot of foundational principles like not letting your knee extend beyond your toe, that's too far of a movement for your knee to bend and that you're risking injury when you make a movement like that. We have those same principles in Tai Chi that we adhere to. So Tai Chi is all about staying in tune with your body and what its limits are. And in stark contrast to yoga or Western exercise, where we're always talking about longer, faster, stronger, harder, things like that, Tai Chi is really about staying in tune, stay within your limits, get to know what your body's boundaries are. And then once you understand where they are and you work up to them, that's when you start to expand them. So it's a gradual building of that instead of forcing your body to do things that doesn't feel natural to it. The last thing that I want to talk about, one of the main huge differences is that Tai Chi's foundation is a martial art. So this is really where there's a huge difference between the two. At the end of the day, every movement that's in Tai Chi has a practical aspect from martial arts that have been developed in China. So Tai Chi actually originated from other forms of Negia martial arts. Negia martial arts are called the internal martial arts in Japan. So unlike Kung Fu, for instance, it's something which is a much more definitely external martial art. These are more internally focused. But even though they are internally focused, all of the movements have their basis in the martial form. So even a movement as simple as cloud hands, which is something we do, this is like a Soon style cloud hands. This is a movement where I'm warding off a punch that's coming towards me. My lower hand that's down is going to be blocking a punch that's below my, blocking a kick that's below my waist. So even the most simple movements in Tai Chi that look like something that are just kind of maybe flowery or don't have a lot of significance are actually deeply rooted in martial arts and defense. Now, while Tai Chi can be used as a self-defense method, it's not something I teach in my classes. There are people that do it, and you'll find things out there. But I think it's one of the biggest distinguishing things about Tai Chi is that everything that we're learning and practicing has its root in a practical martial art. It's something that can actually be used. Whereas when you look at other forms like yoga, I don't know if you're going to come up with the practical use for a lot of the forms that are practiced there. So again, I don't want to discourage anybody or talk down about yoga at all. I'm always a big advocate of you do you and what works for you. If you're practicing some safe yoga and it works for you, absolutely keep doing that. I hope you have a great teacher or that you found one, or maybe you'll be out looking for one now. If you want to take a look at Tai Chi, I think it'll only benefit your yoga practice when you do it. I think it'll help gain some balance that you might be struggling with right now as you practice yoga. And you'll find that it has a lot of different nuances that can add to enjoyment within your own life. So what do you think about the differences between Tai Chi and yoga? Let me know. Ask me any questions. I'll be happy to respond. Like, subscribe me, get notifications. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll talk to you again real soon. Take care.